Welcome back, Awakening Beauties. If this is your first time on my channel, I give you a very warm welcome. My name is Robin and I cover a lot of topics on my channel, and this series though is focused on my health. A lot of my other content has to do with beauty and fashion as an over 50 woman, but as an over 50 postmenopausal woman, I made the decision to go on a semaglutide, which is probably why you're watching this video. This is part 3. I know my numbers. This is part 3 of my journey going on a semaglutide. And if you haven't watched parts 1 and 2, I encourage you to, after this video, go back and watch those, because it'll explain why I decided to go on this medicine and what my fears were going on it. This is part 3, filmed March 23rd, where I had been on it for 2 weeks and I had just taken my 3rd dose the night before. And it's so funny for me. I'm making this intro because now we're like 4 months out almost from those initial videos. It didn't really turn out the way that I had planned or hoped that it would. And so I just wanted to, now that I'm releasing these videos, do a little intro and outro to give a little update and background. And as you'll see from watching this second vlog, essentially, that I made, I was quite impressed with the effects of this medication and very hopeful and thinking that this could be, in fact, life-changing. So let's get into that. I'll describe some of the symptoms that I was having after taking 3 doses and starting into my 3rd week of being on a semaglutide. Okay, I just wanted to film a little bit of an update regarding the semaglutide that I'm taking. I've been taking it now for 2 weeks. I'm on a microdose, but I do want to give a bit of an update about what I'm experiencing, because some of you might be considering doing this as well, and talk about what I'm noticing, what my symptoms are, what results I'm seeing. I have to say, I am really impressed right now. So I took it 2 weeks ago on a Saturday night. I took it at 8 p.m. And I'm only on a really small micro dose. It's like 0.25 milligrams, I think, is the dose. I filmed myself taking the first dosage. The next morning I woke up a little bit nauseous, just slightly nauseous, not bad. From that moment on, I had no appetite. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't craving anything. That lasted all the way until Friday night. And when I got home from work Friday night, I was like, oh, okay, I'm having a little bit of hunger pains. You know, not hunger pains, but feeling like, you know, my stomach was kind of growling. And so Friday night and Saturday, I kind of noticed a little bit of my appetite coming back. And then I took my 2nd dose Saturday night. Woke up Sunday, no nausea, not hungry at all. So then I had my 3rd dose just last night and woke up this time a little bit nauseous. I was a little bit nauseous this morning, but not bad. It passed very quickly. And I tell you, I was talking with another friend of mine who is 2 years now on OZEMPIC, and she's lost 75 pounds and she feels amazing. And really, I was sort of inspired by her the last time that I saw her, that we talked about it, and to know how it had helped her. We went to brunch yesterday and I was telling her, guess what? I'm on a semaglutide now, and she was thrilled. By the way, I also went to my OBGYN. She was thrilled. I went to my chiropractor. He was thrilled. Everybody is thrilled for me that I'm on a semaglutide. All of that made me feel a little better, especially my OBGYN. But it's what they talk about. The noise is gone. The noise of craving food is gone. The noise of, well, what am I in the mood for? And that doesn't really sound good to me. I'm not hungry, but I'm also not averse to food. I'm not grossed out by food. And it's more like, okay, I know I have to get my 90 minimum, and it's been tough just to get 90 grams of protein. So I know I have to get my 90 grams of protein. So I'm focused on, okay, what can I eat that's going to get me closer to that 90 grams of protein? And I just eat it. I just eat it. I have to eat really slow. And a lot of times, like if I'm at work, I'm sort of eating and then I'll do a little work and eating and doing a little work. And it takes me kind of a long time to get through my meal. But I'm not forcing it down, but I'm also having to just take my time with it. It's really freeing in a way, because it's like my friend said yesterday, that someone that she knew that was also on it, who said they're not living to eat anymore, they're eating to live. So it's like making healthier choices a lot easier, because I don't have that craving anymore for carbs and sugar, a donut, or whatever the bad thing might be. Ice cream, that's really Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream has been my vice of choice. But I don't have any desire for it. I don't have any desire for anything to eat. Eating something healthy has been very easy, to choose something that is going to be good for me. It's very odd. I've never had this feeling before in my whole life, where I wasn't struggling with what I'm going to eat. Because now it's like, if I'm looking in the refrigerator for something to eat, if I don't, my husband, thankfully, he cooks most of my meals. So he's been super helpful and cooking, high quality proteins with vegetables. But it's just like, okay, this is what I have to eat. And I don't feel like I'm missing out. I don't have that sadness when I'm quote unquote dieting and trying to eat healthy, that I was constantly struggling with just wanting something sweet after dinner, just wanting a little something sweet, just wanting a little bit of ice cream. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't have the desire. I don't even think about it. It's like freeing not to be thinking about food. So I'm 2 weeks in. We really want to take the weight loss slow. I really want to take it slow for many reasons that I've already talked about in my last vlog. I'm not going to jump for joy, but I am down 2 pounds. So a pound a week, which is where I want to be. One of the things I have been struggling with is being very, very tired. I've been in a lot of pain. I went to my chiropractor, like I said, this week. I have tendonitis in my arm. It's been very painful. It's been very hard to sleep. It wakes me up throughout the night, and it just traveled all up into my neck and my shoulder. And it's from a lifetime of bad posture and sitting at a desk. So something I am focused on going forward is working on my posture and also stretching. And I need to get back into weight training. But honestly, I've been in so much pain. I'm exhausted by the end of the day, so I don't want to go work out, but I'm in pain also. And I did work out several times with this, and I feel like I made it worse. So I've been taking it easy as far as that goes. And like I said, I've been very tired and not wanting to get up early to go walk the way I was walking. And I know a lot of that has to do with just being in pain and waking up all night long, having to move positions, not being able to get comfortable. So thankfully, after my visit with my chiropractor / he's also an acupuncturist, so he did some acupuncture on me, I'm finally not in pain. So that's the update, and I'm feeling really good. I'm even surprised of how I feel and how this is, I can just see life changing for not only me, but a lot of people. And I can understand why now. So I'm excited. I still have some of the same fears that I talked about before, but I think whatever happens, it will be worth it. And I will not regret this journey. And anyways, so that's my update. Until the next time. So as you can see from watching that filmed content, I was very excited. I was very hopeful. People around me, including my doctors, were all happy for me. And everybody was sort of celebrating the fact that I had decided to go on a semaglutide, mostly to, you know, for weight loss, but also for hopefully seeing long-term cognitive benefits. It's very interesting for me to watch back that footage and see how I was feeling and how hopeful and everything I was, because, you know, things didn't exactly turn out the way that I had hoped they would, which you'll see in the upcoming videos in this series. One of the things that I mentioned there, and just keep this in mind, is, and I mentioned it several times, of how tired I was. And I wasn't blaming it on the medication at that point, but you will come to see, and we'll talk about it in the next video, what happened on that front. So I have no judgment about anybody taking these medications, and I certainly know people who have been on them and have not had any bad side effects or side effects that they couldn't live with, and I've seen them have amazing results and feeling incredible in their lives. If you're on a semaglutide, or if you've tried one like OZEMPIC or Mounjaro or any of the ones that are out there, leave me a comment below and let me know what your experience has been with it, and if you would recommend it for other people. Like I said, I have no judgment about it, and I think everybody has to make medical decisions based on their own personal circumstances. And I'm not here to judge what anybody else chooses to do with their health. Well, thanks again. And parts 4 and 5 will be coming out in the next week. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you know right when I upload those videos and don't miss them. And if you like this video, give it a like and maybe share it with somebody that you feel like that this might be helpful to. And, you know, this isn't the main focus of my channel. Like I said, I love talking about beauty and fashion, and I just did this makeup look, which you'll see in an upcoming video. So if you're a woman that likes all of those things, then also you might want to consider subscribing for some of that other content. Well, that does it for me. Thanks so much for being here. And you know what? You're doing great.